And now the starting lineup for Illinois Wesleyan. Starting in goal, number 1, Zoe Salmon. Number 4, Kate Dunaway. Number 5, Julie Goviderica. Number 6, Tess Bodaroff. Number 8, Hannah Ketterling. Number 9, Alex Naska. Number 12, Mary Kate Schmidt. Number 14, Emily Hinchman. Number 27, Ashley Montijo. Number 28, Jill Oligas. And number 33, Tilly Bill. The Titans are coached by Dave Barrett. And now the start lineup for the Wheaton College Thunder. Starting in goal, number 1, Kelsey Graham. Number 2, Sarah Gadera. Number 4, Anna Seabolt. Number 5, Annie Hamilton. Number 7, Laura Karsten. Number 10, Carrie Shannon. Number 11, Megan Campbell. Number 15, Amanda Brait. Number 17, Alexa Sharkey. Number 22, Leah DeMoss. And number 28, Annie Wooldridge. The Thunder are coached by Pete Felsky, assisted by Cesar Gomez and Jen Binger. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
A qualifying bid into the conference tournament, which is always a nice thing, not have to sit around and wonder if you're going to make it. But Coach Pete Felsky set the schedule up nicely for them this year. Was overhearing a conversation with the Illinois Wesleyan coach, and the Thunder seem to be in pretty good shape regardless of the results of the tournament. 20 bids outside of automatic qualifying that the Thunder could have, and it seems likely that they would be in there with 15 wins and a top 10 schedule in terms of the strength of it. But needless to say, an important match for the Thunder tonight. Momentum going into this weekend and into the tournament. And Hamilton and Shannon just about ready at midfield. Wheaton won the toss and elected to have it the first half. And here we go. Again, Tate Fritz and Tim Jaderholm live here at Joe Bean Stadium, bringing you Wheaton College women's soccer here in CCIW conference play. Shannon in the middle, working, and is taken away by Wesleyan. Quickly taken back by DeMoss in the middle. DeMoss, Tim playing very well, Leah DeMoss, this season. The Thunder really need her to get going here tonight if they're going to be successful down the road.
They always do, and she's usually a very, very good presence on the offensive side of things for Wheaton. And like you said, fantastic player. Such a blessing to have her this season, coming over, transferring from the University of Iowa. She needs to come out, like you said, full force and score some goals early on in this game, Tate.
And I'll fight for it around midfield. Hamilton going at it, looking to get the ball back for the Thunder. Wesleyan trying to settle, and now Brait trying to control with the head out to Shannon, but it's taken away by Hinchman. Hinchman trying to send it into Bill, but it's taken away nicely by the Thunder. Now Karsten able to clear it past mid, and now trying to get DeMoss on a run out on the near side. And DeMoss overran it just a bit, able to save it in bounds, but it goes out of bounds. Looked like it went off number 5, Govidaria of Wesleyan, and now a throw in on the near side, about 25 extended for DeMoss. DeMoss waiting for it, trying to get Gadera. Gadera now posting and getting it back to DeMoss. DeMoss now trying to send one in towards the box, and it's deflected nicely by number 27, Montijo of Wesleyan, and it's out of bounds on the near side once again, and a throw in coming for DeMoss.
Kate, while we have a second, I just want to give a small shout out to the men's and women's cross country teams here at Wheaton College who are both listening in, specifically Nate.
DeMoss shot a goal! And no, it's called off. Offsides on Leah DeMoss. Referee came in late with it. Sorry about that. Offside's called on the far side. A bit late there. No goal, but Tim, certainly a good sign for the Thunder.
Very
early.
good signs. They're attacking early on, Tate. And just to finish, shout out to the men's and women's cross country teams. Thanks for listening. Nate Hatton, I know you're listening. Thank you for tuning in. Just want to give to the viewers and listeners here their slogan for the year: we are XC and we know it. take that for what you want to. Thank you for listening, men's and women's cross-country teams.
Siebold trying to get it out to Sharkey on the far sideline about midfield, but overplayed her. And now here comes Wesleyan on the far side with number 4, Dunaway. Dunaway in the corner, and Sharkey trying to work into the 18-yard box. Dunaway trying to center it up. Nice job by Campbell to be there for the moment. Karsten trying to clear, unable to do so, but it looked like it went off a Wesleyan player, and Wheaton will have a throw in on the far side with Sharkey. Sharkey sends to Wooldridge on the far side. And interestingly enough, Tim, Annie Wooldridge, after Allie Witt went down with that injury, has been taking the starts for Felske. Do you like Witt coming off the bench here?
Tate, she has been. Annie Wooldridge has been having a lot of starts, and she's been doing a very good job. Allie Witt, as you said, has been coming off the bench. She scored a few goals, but still, I like to see Annie Wooldridge, getting those minutes and getting that experience. It's good for her.
And now here's Wesleyan trying to get something going on the attack, looking for Dunaway. Dunaway trying to get past Bright. Here's Dunaway now with it at the top of the 18. A nice job by Campbell to get it out for the moment. And now Bill and Wooldridge trying to run it down on the far sideline, about 18 extended. Wooldridge with it. Wooldridge controlling, trying to get it past Bill, and does so. Get towards the middle, looking for Siebold. Siebold taps to Hamilton, and now Hamilton trying to get a run out for Gadara, but too much on it. And it will end up in the hands of the keeper, Salmon. I think that's how you say it, right? Is that what we're going with?
I'm going to go with Salmon. Samaan.
Any thoughts? Text us. Call us, whatever you want to do. That's how we're going to do it tonight. Here's Gadara now trying to settle in the middle of the field, and it goes to Hamilton. Hamilton had it for a moment, then it was taken away by Wesleyan, and a fight for it still in the middle of the field. Sharkey trying to come over and take it away, and now here's Montijo going after it, trying to get it to Bill on the far side, and does so. Bill sends back to Nasca, who's trying to send it in towards Dunaway. Dunaway trying to get something going in the 18-yard box. Brady, nice job to defend her off, and Kelsey Graham picks it up in the 18-yard box for the Thunder. And a kick coming for Kelsey Graham. Tim, the Thunder looking pretty sharp early, as well as Wesleyan.
Defensively, they're looking good. That's Graham's first touch of the night. Good communication back there between her and Bright early on. Positive signs on the defensive side of things.
About 5 minutes into our match here tonight at Joe Bean Stadium, folks. 0-0 our score. DeMoss had a goal, but it was called offsides. But that's been the only real attack of the night thus far. And Tate Fritz alongside Tim Jaderholm from Joe Bean Stadium here at Wheaton College. A brisk night for some soccer. And speaking of brisk, our thoughts and prayers certainly go out to the East Coast, Tim. Been a rough couple of weeks.
Absolutely.
For them, a couple of days. But thoughts and prayers go out to them. And for those of you listening on the East Coast, glad that you could join us. Hope that we'll be a little bit of warmth and light to you in the midst of some tough times. Here's DeMoss now on the near side of it. And now trying to get it in towards the 18-yard box. DeMoss at the top, sends to Shannon. Shannon sends back to Karsten. Karsten swings to Sharkey on the far side, now about 30 yards out. Sharkey trying to move in. Sharkey a couple of touches now, moving in towards the top of the 18-yard box, sends over to Wooldridge. Wooldridge 18 extended, trying to send one in, and it's deflected nicely by Wesleyan. And a throw-in coming for Alexa Sharkey and the Thunder. Now 0-0 still. Like I said, about 5-6 minutes into the match. Here's Gadara inside the 18-yard box trying to center something. Couldn't get it done. And it's deflected by Wooldridge as a Wesleyan player is trying to clear it. And Annie Wooldridge sent it over the end line. And a goal kick up coming for Illinois Wesleyan. Looks like Jill Oligas will take it for the Titans. Oligas about to send it from the far side of the 6-yard box. And away it goes towards midfield. Shannon trying to win it back against number 6, Bottorff, and is able to do so. Now DeMoss. DeMoss trying to make something happen in the middle, about 25 yards out. DeMoss still with it. 3 defenders on her, sends to Shannon. Shannon touches over to Alexa Sharkey. Sharkey now trying to send one in towards the middle, and sent it a bit too hard, and it was over the end line. And another goal kick up coming for the Titans, but good to see the attack mentality for the Thunder here already, Tim.
Right, Tate, good work in the midfield between Shannon and Sharkey. That's not the kind of service Sharkey wanted per se, but it's always great to see here. Sharkey does such a good job on that right side of the field, bringing the ball up and opening up space as she does it, usually taking a few defenders and midfielders on in the process. And, she is very good serving the ball often, but not the one she wanted. She'll have plenty more, though, Tate.
Here's Montijo working against Karsten, and a foul called against Karsten. A little bit of a touch there from Laura Karsten. And a free kick upcoming in the middle of the field for the Titans. And it looks like it'll be Oligas once again for Illinois Wesleyan right about midfield. Oligas sets at the edge of the circle on the far side. And Wesleyan looking for their first real opportunity of the night thus far. Alagas sends it in towards the middle, and it looked like it was Montijo, got a foot on it, then a shot off the foot of Hinchman, but it's cleared nicely by the Thunder. Here's DeMoss now with it after a touch from Seabolt. DeMoss crossing midfield onto the Wesleyan half. DeMoss trying to get something going, a few touches more. Now moves into the middle about 25 yards out. DeMoss trying to chase one down on the far side, and it goes over the end line. And it'll be a goal kick coming after DeMoss sent it over the end line and out of bounds. Which you have to do like DeMoss, like we were just saying a minute ago, Tim, like DeMoss's attack mode thus far.
Absolutely, Tate. You know, I was just going to say she might have lost the ball later on in that series, and it has resulted in a goal kick here, but very good signs from Leah DeMoss. It's always great to see these girls being confident on the ball and taking people on. I think that's, for the attackers of Wheaton College, that's something they need to look for, especially going into the postseason. That's how you're going to break the very best defenses, Tate, is by taking players on with speed, as Leah DeMoss just did. So, like you said, very good signs.
Here's Sharkey now with it on the far sideline, trying to chase it down against Bill. A nice touch there to Hamilton, and now Woldridge working. Woldridge trying to send it down into the corner. Looked like she was looking for Hamilton, but Hamilton went middle instead of corner. Now Wesleyan trying to clear it. Here's Montijo trying to run it down against Guidera, but a nice job by Sarah Guidera to win it back. Here's DeMoss. DeMoss about 25 yards out, trying to go middle. DeMoss still working with it, and sends it back to Karsten now in the middle. Karsten sends one, tries to send one over to Sharkey, but it's taken away by Bill, and now here comes a run-out opportunity for Ketterling of Wesleyan. Ketterling trying to send it into Dunaway. A nice job by Brait to take it right away forward by the Thunder. And now Shannon sends it far side to Woldridge. Woldridge with it now, a nice couple of moves. A couple of nice touches from Annie Woldridge. Sends it to Guidera on the far side. Guidera now with it, trying to get to Seabolt, but Seabolt was expecting it to go a different way. And now here's Bill trying to get one going to Dunaway for the Titans. Bill fighting Hamilton for it, now ends up with it in the middle of the field, trying to get it over on the far side, or on the near side, excuse me, to Ketterling. Ketterling trying to work against Campbell, and it goes out of bounds off of the Thunder. And Ketterling will have a throw-in now and sends it to Coviderica, excuse me. Coviderica sends it back to Ketterling now on the near side against Campbell, trying to send one in towards the 18-yard box. It was deflected, and now here's a free ball coming for Wesleyan, and a shot by Botorf just over the top of the crossbar.
Very good effort by Botorf. Illinois Wesleyan's first of the night, really, Tate. That was of any substance, and that was a very nice left-footed hit on the top of the 18. Kelsey Graham almost needed to work for that one. It just went sailing over the crossbar. Very close, though, by the Titans of Illinois Wesleyan.
And a good start for both teams, it seems, at least in their game plans, trying to put together a victory here. Wesleyan certainly probably more in need of a victory than the Thunder, but the Thunder also trying to secure that bid into the national tournament starting, I believe, next week. And a ball by Campbell sent off the foot of DeMoss out of bounds on the near side. And now here is, number 4, Dunaway. Sends it into Ketterling. Ketterling trying to center to Bill. And a pretty decent center there. Bill unable to handle it. Now Sharkey running after it. Bill looking for a foul, not getting one on the far side. And Sharkey running away with it now towards the middle of the field.
Sharkey doing a very good job of dispossessing.
Sharkey was fouled on the far side by Hinchman, and it looked like that might have been a bit of an intentional foul there, a little bit of a trip. And now the Thunder have it, and Shannon sends to Woldridge on the far side, trying to work around number 9 Nazca. Wasn't able to, and it went off the foot of Woldridge, and now the Titans have it in the middle of the field. Hamilton takes it away for the Thunder, sends it back to Campbell, and now Campbell working, trying to get it to DeMoss, taken away momentarily by Govidarica. Excuse me, that's hard to say for some reason.
It's difficult.
Govidarica. Here's Campbell now on the near side after a couple of touches from Wesleyan, trying to handle for the Thunder. Here's Karsten. 3 defenders on are able to squeeze it to Guidera and sends it back to Alexis Sharkey on the far side right at midfield. Sharkey sends to Karsten now. 33 minutes remaining in our first half. Score 0-0. A couple of chances, one for each team really. but nothing coming thus far in the match. 0-0, Wheaton and Wesleyan all square here in the first game of the conference tournament here in CCIW play. Tomorrow night, Augustana and North Central will face off, and the winner of that and the winner of this will play Saturday night for the right to go to the national tournament. Campbell now with it after a foul by Ketterling on the near side. Campbell sending it in towards Shannon, just a bit long, and a nice job. Here I get another chance to say it. Go with Derica to head it out of bounds and send it on the near sideline. Now Campbell well off, probably about 35 yards extended with it. Now trying to send it to DeMoss on a throw. DeMoss with it. Defended well, and now trying to work against Goviderica, sends it back to Campbell. Campbell now sends one middle to the top of the 18-yard box, and Seabolt Gadara now has it. Gadara trying to work, sends it over to Wooldridge. Wooldridge in the 18-yard box trying to settle. Wooldridge still trying to make something happen on the far side of the 18-yard box, now going corner. Wooldridge trying to send it in, and it's going to be awarded a corner after Wesleyan tried to get rid of it and forced a throw, but to no avail, went over the end line. It'll be a corner here, and Tim, corner's always a key. We'll see if the Thunder can take advantage here. Just about 32 minutes remaining until half. Shannon sends it in, a nice ball to Gadara, and Gadara had an opportunity at it but was unable to convert. Now Karsten trying to save it in and is unable to do so, goes over the end line, and Wesleyan will take over on the near side with Goviderica. Sends it up to number 6, Batorf. And now Batorf and DeMoss working on the near sideline right about midfield, and it goes off of Batorf, and a throw incoming for Campbell and the Thunder. Campbell with it, sends to DeMoss and Seabolt. Seabolt with it on the near side, about 30 yards out extended. Trying to get something going against a couple of defenders. A nice job by Wesleyan to defend. And now here's a run-out opportunity for Dunaway. Trips up, and it's taken away by Amanda Brait. Brait trying to make something happen. Decides to send back to Karsten. Karsten, about 20 yards from her own net, sends to Campbell on the near side. And taken away by number 8, Ketterling now. Ketterling into the 18, trying to center one for Bill. Bill gets a foot on it and had a great opportunity at it just over the crossbar. Tim, the Thunder got away with one there. Megan Campbell got it taken away by Ketterling on a near finish for Bill.
They definitely did, Tate. That was very, very lucky for the defense at Wheaton College. Ketterling, great run in, great service to the on-running Bill, who just missed putting it in the back of the net. She was definitely in the right place. More dangerous signs from the Titans, Tate.
And it appears that the Titans have had a bit more offensive success thus far in this match than the Thunder, trying to turn it around. Here's Shannon. Shannon gets it taken away by number 14, Hinchman, and then Shannon able to recover nicely for the Thunder to Wooldridge on the far sideline. Wooldridge slips to Shannon right at midfield. Shannon now trying to work over on the near side to DeMoss, but it was deflected by Illinois Wesleyan. And now trying to clear, and a nice job by DeMoss to take it right back for the Thunder. DeMoss at the top of the 18 on the near side, trying to slip past a few defenders. Tipped away nicely by Illinois Wesleyan. Now Shannon working about 35 yards out. Sharkey now sends one into the 18-yard box looking for Gadara. Gadara gets a head on it. Now Siebel trying to finish. Now here's Gadara trying to get a shot on goal, but it's tapped relatively lightly to the keeper, Salmon, for Wesleyan.
That's not quite the hit that Gadara wanted, Tate. She didn't really have enough room, as there was a lot of traffic in that box, to get a full swing in it and really get her body around the ball. Kind of a slow roller to the keeper, Salmon, for Illinois Wesleyan. But she should look to have plenty more as this game progresses, Tate.
Shannon now sending far side to Wooldridge, right at midfield. Wooldridge trying to make something happen, a couple of touches. Still with it now, sends middle to Shannon. Shannon with it now, scoots to DeMoss on the near side. DeMoss trying to go middle with it. Still looking against a couple of defenders. Slips back to Shannon. Shannon now working in the middle and gives to Karsten. Karsten with it, trying to send one to Wooldridge on the far side of the 18-yard box. Wooldridge with it now, moving into the middle. Wooldridge trying to make something happen, slips to Annie Hamilton. Hamilton sends middle to Gadara. Gadara trying to slip one to Seabolt. Seabolt still with it, trying to get something going, and an offside called on, looked like Sarah Gadara or Anna Seabolt. And unfortunately, that'll result in a free kick coming for Wesleyan. But Tim, a good effort there offensively for the Thunder.
Yeah, both Siebold and Gadara getting in on the action, hustling inside that box. Ball was bouncing around a lot. But they're still going for it. Good signs.
And now here's Hamilton in the middle, trying to slip to Karsten. Karsten with it on the far side now to Wooldridge. Wooldridge moving into the middle, sending back to Karsten. Karsten sends one with the right foot over to Campbell. Campbell now trying to slip one to Hamilton and DeMoss on the near side. DeMoss trying to chase after it against Govederica, and it's sent out of bounds off of Leah DeMoss on the near sideline, about 10 yards extended, and a throw in for Govederica and Wesleyan. Thrown in towards Ketterling, and it's sent out of bounds off of Megan Campbell, and a throw in once again for Govederica and Wesleyan. Working now against Henchman is Shannon. Henchman still with it for Wesleyan, trying to send one to Dunaway. Dunaway against Karsten. Dunaway moving in about 25 yards out, trying to send a strike towards the net. But a nice job by Laura Karsten to get a foot on it, send it out of bounds on the near side.
Great.
And a throw-in coming in now for Wesleyan. Excuse me, Tim.
Tate, really good job by Karsten. You can tell she's a veteran midfielder with that kind of positioning. She didn't work that hard, but she was in the right position to shut off the on-running number 4. I forget the name, Dunaway, who was streaking down the midfield. Great job by Karsten.
27 minutes remaining till halftime here, folks, and the score still 0-0. A couple of good opportunities on each side, but no one has put it in the back of the net thus far, and so our score still 0-0. All square, Wheaton College and Illinois Wesleyan here in CCIW Conference Tournament play for an automatic qualifying bid into the national tournament. So glad that you could join us tonight for the broadcast. Tate Fritz back in the booth. Feels good to be back alongside Tim Jader Hall, my partner, and we're going all season long with you here on WETN, Wheaton College Women's Soccer, and hopefully be bringing you another broadcast on Saturday. That's still tentative. The Thunder got to pull this one off, but Tim, certainly would be nice for the Thunder to get to Saturday night.
Absolutely, Tate. You know, winning conference is a big deal. Obviously, Wheaton has their sights set further up the road with the national championship and such, but you can't overlook these two games that are ahead of them for the CCIW conference crown, Tate. It is important to head coach Pete Felsky and the whole team, I'm sure of it.
And again, folks, just want to remind you, coming up at halftime, we're going to send you back to the studio and Kyla Phelps for a Thunder Sports Report. I say it every time. It's kind of a mystery who the sports report is going to be on. But there will be a sports report for us at halftime, and then we'll be back here for the second half of this match. And again, just want to also remind you that tomorrow night, June Anubi will be on the call of the men's match against also Illinois Wesleyan. And Tim, the men's team awarded the number 1 seed in conference after winning the regular season title. Quite a success for the men's team this year.
It really is. Head coach Giuliano for the men's squad was, very pleased with their performance the other night.
Center goal! Dunaway puts one in the back of the net. It looked like Sharkey might have been bumped, and Wheaton was looking for a foul, but none to give. And a nice cross into the middle, and Dunaway puts one in the back of the net, Tim. And just like that, 1-0 lead for Illinois Wesleyan.
Tate, what Wheaton couldn't do was come out easy on Illinois Wesleyan, thinking they had it in the bag. A little defensive lapse, and Dunaway puts it in the back of the net. An upper 90 shot, very close. Really nothing Kelsey Graham could do in goal with that one. It was a fabulous strike. Like you said, the service in from the left side, really unstoppable. I can't pinpoint what went wrong exactly with the defense there, Tate. Wheaton is down 1-0 now. Sometimes they have had difficulties with deficits, but this is really going to test their character now, going down early.
And 25 minutes until half, the Thunder concede the first goal of the match to Dunaway in, again, the 20th minute of the match. And the Thunder, Tim, looked real strong coming out early, but perhaps a little bit of a lapse here or there. And another goal, we've seen that a couple of times this season thus far.
Right, and Illinois Wesleyan, further we got into this first half, they had quite a few opportunities. And like we have seen all season, Tate, it only takes one good one to put it in the back of the net. And that's exactly what they did.
And now
it's going to be interesting.
And here is now Olagus for the Titans on a free kick coming on the near side. and she sends it in towards a few Wesleyan offensive players. A nice job by Shannon, however, to head it away. And now here's Hamilton with it on the midfield over to Wooldridge. Wooldridge trying to slip one to Seabolt, but a nice job on the far side by number 9, Nasca, to deflect it out of bounds, and a throwing up coming for Alexa Sharkey and the Thunder on the far side, about 30 yards extended here at Joe Bean Stadium. Sharkey sends one towards Seabolt on the far side. Seabolt trying to slip back to Wooldridge at the 18-yard extended. Wooldridge trying to chase it down in the corner, and a goal kick upcoming for the Titans after Wooldridge sent it out of bounds over the end line on the far side. And again, Tim, Wesleyan looking very strong tonight, especially on the defensive end.
They have been, Tate, and defensive especially, but really both sides of the ball. Dunaway up top, along with number 8, Ketterling, are 2 surprises. We thought we were going to have our eyes set on Emily Hinkman and Tilly Bill, but these two, number 4 and number 8, respectively, have been very good up top. And defensively, very few chances, Tate, for Wheaton. The defense from Illinois Wesleyan shutting the Wheaton Thunder down, so to speak, on the offensive side of things.
And now here's Shannon with it on a throw-in on the far side to Gadara. Sends back to Shannon. Shannon with it now trying to work far side towards the corner, and unable to do so. It's sent out of bounds off Carrie Shannon, and a throw-in coming for Nasca and the Titans. Nasca far side about 20 yards extended, sends it up towards Bill. And Bill trying to work in the middle against Alexa Sharkey. Sharkey, a nice job to defend, and now the ball being batted around. And it's called Thunder ball on the far sideline. A throw-in coming for Alexa Sharkey. A very nice defensive play by the strong defenseman for the Thunder. Here's Campbell now with it in the middle. Sends over on the near side to DeMoss. DeMoss about 25 extended now, trying to move in towards the middle. DeMoss trying to center one to Seabolt. Seabolt at the top of the 18-yard box trying to make something happen. Sends it back to Karsten. Karsten sends it back to the circle, and Amanda Brait now on the Thunder half. And Brait trying to send it over far side to Wooldridge. Wooldridge able to get a foot on it, but was unable to possess. And now here's Dunaway on the far side. Dunaway against Sharkey trying to work for the Titans. Nice job to slip to Bill. And Bill now in the middle against Karsten. Bill trying to work Karsten and Wooldridge, and a nice job by the Thunder to take it away. Here's Karsten with it to Hamilton to Gadara now on the Titan half, sends far side to Wooldridge. Wooldridge now in the middle trying to move in center. Wooldridge still with it, sends to Hamilton. Hamilton back to Karsten. Karsten with it about 40 yards out, trying to slip one to Gadara. Gadara at the top of the 18 sends it back to Wooldridge. Wooldridge trying to center one towards Seabolt and DeMoss. DeMoss trying to get something on it. And a corner kick awarded to the Thunder. Couldn't quite tell who it went off of, Tim, but nonetheless, a corner kick upcoming on the near side for the Thunder, moving from right to left in this first half. Jen Lee checks in for Megan Campbell here with about 21 minutes remaining in the first half. It'll be DeMoss and Hamilton in the corner, and DeMoss will come out with it. DeMoss trying to make a couple moves, taken nicely by Ketterling. Now here's Hamilton, sends back to Jen Lee. Lee with it, trying to send something to the middle, and it looked like she was looking for Seabolt, but just a little bit too much on it. And Salmon now with it will send it away for the Titans, and she sends it right towards the middle. Hamilton trying to get ahead on it, and a nice job to win it back for the Thunder. Here's DeMoss. DeMoss on the near sideline, trying to make something happen towards the middle. DeMoss now sending one towards Gadara, and a good effort there by DeMoss. Gadara just unable to get a foot on it. Tim, again, the defensive effort from Wesleyan very strong thus far.
Yeah, they're marking Wheaton very well, Tate. That's something Illinois Wesleyan is very good at least in this game that we've seen. We were not down at Bloomington a couple of weeks ago, but that was a good ball played in by DeMoss, and Gadara was making a very good run onto it, just a little bit late, couldn't get to it, but good signs too. Wheaton's really going to have to keep that going, Tate, keep the offensive pressure on if they want to score a goal and get this one even.
Alagus now with it, awarded a free kick for the Titans. On her half, sends it in towards the Thunder half, looking for number 6, Botorf. But a nice job by Shannon to win it back with the head. Now sends to Gadara, and then over to Wooldridge on the far side. Wooldridge trying to slip one to Shannon on the far sideline. A nice idea there by Wooldridge, but Shannon not enough time to get to it before it rolled out of bounds. And a throw-in coming in for the Titans. And Tim, you get the sense thus far that Wheaton started off really in control of this match, and then all of a sudden the Titans started to take over.
Yeah, a lot of the possession has been in the Titans' favor, Tate, and you're right, they have really with the goal to show for it. But yeah, a lot of the control of the ball, especially in the midfield, has been with the Titans for the last few minutes.
And now here is Amanda Brait trying to make something happen towards the middle of the field. A couple of balls on the field. A little bit of confusion there for a moment. Now here is the Titans settling it with Dunaway on the near side, trying to slip to Ketterling. Ketterling trying to chase it down in the near corner and had it, and then it went over the end line. And a substitution for the Thunder, Allie Witt coming in for Anna Siebold.
25, Allie Witt.
And Allie Witt, one of the leading scorers for the Thunder, Tim. Certainly Felski going to be looking to get her the ball up top for the Thunder.
Tate, she is the second leading goal scorer with 12 on the season for the Thunder. And you're right, Pete Felski is looking for some much-needed firepower. With only 18 minutes left to go in this first half, Allie Witt's got to get in early and get some touches on the ball, get comfortable, and then start scoring goals.
And a few subs getting ready to check in for the Titans as Amanda Brait sends one on a goal kick up towards Annie Hamilton after the Titans sent one over the end line. Now here's Witt trying to chase it down with Gadara on the near side. And a nice job to momentarily clear by the Titans. Now DeMoss. DeMoss sends it far side, trying to get it to Sharkey and Woldridge. Sharkey tries to settle to Annie Woldridge, but just a little bit too much foot on it. And it goes over the sideline on the far side. And Bill trying to get a throw in quickly, but the subs coming in for the Titans.
Number 7, Emily Johnson. Number 10, Sydney Fox. And number 21, Amanda Kiznovich.
And there you go. There's the 3 subs coming in for the Titans. And so fresh legs now for both sides here with about 17 and a half remaining until half. Again, the score 1-0. Illinois Wesleyan on top after a 20-minute goal from Kate Dunaway against Kelsey Graham and the Thunder. A bit of a defensive breakdown from the Thunder resulting in a goal in the 20th minute. And that's been our only score thus far in this match. The Thunder trying to get something going here before halftime, you would think. Gadara now trying to settle for the Thunder at midfield. Gadara with it, trying to send to Hamilton. Hamilton now touching over to Woldridge, and it's taken away once again by Wesleyan momentarily. And Shannon trying to chase it down in the middle of the field, taken away by Bill. Bill with it now against Karsten. Bill working middle, now coming near side. Now a nice crossover move, trying to get it into Dunaway. Dunaway looked like she was going to get around, but then a foul called on Kate Dunaway as Alexis Sharkey did a nice job to cut in front and take it away. And a free kick up coming now for the Thunder. Sharkey shaken up a bit on the play, but Tim, Alexis Sharkey consistently been playing very solid defense for the Thunder this year.
Absolutely, Tate. Consistent is the name for Alexis Sharkey. She's been ready to play day in, day out this entire season. She does such a good job defensively. She's just a stonewall on defense, and on the opposite side of that coin, she has this innate ability so well on the right side. She brings it up, and like I said earlier in the pregame show, Tate, she's able to take players on and really does wonders for Wheaton's offense, opening up the opponent's defense, stretching the field, and then she's able to lay it off or make a pass or even shoot. And a lot of goals for Wheaton have come from Alexis Sharkey, a very great player.
And a bit of a dispute on the far side as to whose possession it was after it went over the line, but it's awarded to the Thunder, and now Sharkey will take it on the Thunder half, trying to get it over to Woldridge on the Titan half on the far side, but a nice job once again by the Titans to take it away momentarily. Now Sharkey trying to get something back to Gadara. Ball being touched around by Wesleyan, trying to get settled by Shannon for the Thunder, and Shannon a nice job to settle to Jen Lee. Lee slips middle to Shannon. Shannon now trying to scoot one over to Woldridge. Woldridge far side, right about midfield, trying to move into the middle. Trying to get one going to Witt on the far side. A good idea by Woldridge. A nice job by the Titans once again to get a foot on it. Shannon settles once again to Karsten right at midfield. Karsten trying to get to Woldridge, but again, the Titans doing a great job to get the foot on it before the Thunder can make anything happen on the attack. Brait trying to intercept now, but the Titans come down with it, and here is Johnson. Johnson sends over to Fox in the middle against Karsten. Fox working towards the near side now, sends it back to Govederica. And a nice job by Karsten. Govederica trying to get it to Dunaway, taken away by the captain, Laura Karsten. Here's number 21, Nazovic. Sends it near side, trying to get it up towards number 14, Hinchman. Amanda Brate, though, a nice job to fend her off. And it'll be a goal kick up coming for the Thunder. And Amanda Brate on the near side of the 6-yard box. Again, folks, 14 minutes remaining here in our first half, here live from Joe Bean Stadium on the campus of Wheaton College. I'm Tate Fritz alongside my partner Tim Jaderholm. And 1-0 is our score. Illinois Wesleyan on top after a goal scored in the 20th minute by Kate Dunaway of Wesleyan. And the Thunder trying to respond here before half, certainly. Here's Karsten with it. Sends it far side to Wooldridge. Wooldridge with it, trying to look for something. Now moving in towards the middle, looking for Shannon. Wooldridge decides to pull it back and look for Hamilton. Hamilton an opportunity, touches to DeMoss on the end line. DeMoss trying to send one in towards Gadara, just a bit too much on it. And now the Titans trying to clear. And here's Bill getting it up towards Dunaway. And now a run-out possibility for number 10, Fox. Fox with it still against Jen Lee. Fox now trying to move up to the edge of the 18, sends one towards the net. And Kelsey Graham, a nice job to cover for the Thunder. And Tim, again, the Titans getting good opportunities, probably a few too many if you're Coach Pete Felski.
Kelsey Graham's had quite a few touches on the ball, Tate. A lot of shots by Illinois Wesleyan. They've had a lot of good opportunities, even after that goal that they scored in the 20th minute. A lot of the gameplay has been down on this side of the field defensively for Wheaton.
Here's Gadara now with it in the middle of the field, trying to get something going up to Witt, but couldn't handle very well. And now here's Bill. Bill with it about 25, 30 yards out extended, trying to send one a far corner, but no one really there to take it. And it goes out of bounds. And Jen Lee has it now for the Thunder over to Wooldridge on the far sideline, about 18 extended to Sharkey. Sharkey with it now in the middle of the field, trying to make something happen. And a touch over to Shannon. Shannon now with it, sends to DeMoss. DeMoss now on the near side, trying to move in against Govederica. DeMoss, few touches, now trying to center one to Hamilton, but it's taken away again by the Titans. And trying to run it down is number 21, Nazovic. But it's out of bounds off of Nazovic. And it'll be a throw-in for Gadara on the near sideline, about 30 yards extended. Here's Shannon. Shannon with it. A couple of touches now trying to send to Hamilton. Hamilton with it. And another slip to Sharkey. Sharkey on the far side sends sideline to Wooldridge. Wooldridge now trying to send towards the middle. And it went off of Nasca of the Titans. And a corner kick up coming for Annie Hamilton and the Thunder. And Tim, a big opportunity here for the Thunder with the corner.
Take corners are always big opportunities, you're right. Like we said earlier in the pregame show, the win here, which is pretty strong, is going to make a difference. Hopefully Hamilton can get this one up in the air. Maybe Gadara or somebody in the box. Annie Wooldridge also has some height, can get on the end of this.
Here's Hamilton now sending it in, a good ball, and a chance for Wooldridge, but just couldn't get the right direction on it there, and it goes out of bounds off of the head of Wooldridge, and a throw-in coming for the Titans. And number 5, Govederica on the near sideline. Govederica trying to send to number 21, Nazovic. Nazovic now up to Dunaway. Dunaway trying to settle against Jen Lee. Dunaway sending it up towards number 14, Hinchman. But a nice job by the Thunder to defend against Hinchman and Dunaway. Karsten trying to settle for the Thunder now, sends over to Wooldridge on the far sideline on the Titan half. Wooldridge trying to get past a couple of defenders, still with it. Wooldridge now moving into the edge of the 18 extended, trying to send it to Witt, but unable to connect once again, and a goal kick up coming for the Titans. And Tim, you can just sense the Thunder just a little bit out of whack today.
Out of whack,
at least right now.
Yeah, and very frustrating to see. Wooldridge did a really good job staying with that ball. She's kind of made it through 2 harsh tackles from defenders from Illinois Wesleyan, and then tried to play it off to what looks like Allie Witt up there. And unfortunately, they were not communicating. The ball went rolling out of bounds, and a goal kick for Illinois Wesleyan. You can't have that kind of miscommunication, Tate, especially when you're down a goal. They've really got to work together, work as a team. You know, they've done it in practice before. They've been playing all season together. They got to put it together now.
And here's Karsten now on the Thunder half, trying to settle to Brate. Brate now about 25 yards out from her own net, sends to Jen Lee. Lee sending to DeMoss. DeMoss on the near sideline, trying to work against Govederica, sends back to Jen Lee. Under 10 minutes remaining here in our first half of play. The score 1-0 Illinois Wesleyan on top after a goal in the 20th minute by Kate Dunaway. And the Thunder trying to get things together here before halftime. And going into half right now, Tim, if you're Pete Felske, what are you telling your team?
Tate, we got 9 minutes to play, which hopefully they can make something out of it. But if they were going into halftime right now, I'd say what both me and you have been talking about all game. That was a close effort. Good cross by DeMoss, but the offense needs to get going. They need to start working together and formulating good passes, good balls from the midfield, serving your forwards, and getting some goals.
And let's talk a little bit about getting the offense going. They're a little bit out of whack. Have been playing together for the entire season. What do you think caused something like that?
Yeah,
just good defense by the Titans.
Yeah, it's a combination of things. It happens. Some players have off days. I'm not saying any of them are. They just got to get to playing the game they can.
Witt sends one in towards the net. A good effort trying to cross to Gadara. Gadara just a bit late getting there. But a good effort there by Witt. And all of a sudden, Tim, the Thunder trying to make a couple of things happen.
Sure.
It'll be a throw-in, it appears, for the Titans on the near sideline. And go Viderica now, about 8 minutes remaining in the first half.
And Tate, that was a real good effort we saw by Witt. That's more that they need to see. And, what's especially important is the midfielders help with this too, but they want to Wheaton needs to keep the ball on this side of the field, keep knocking on the door of Illinois Wesleyan. And like we've seen so many times before in this season, you keep taking shots, you get them on frame, and one of them are going to go in, Tate. It's just a matter of persistence a lot of the time.
Here's Brate now with it sending far side to Wooldridge at midfield. Wooldridge gets it taken away, and now here's Bill with it slipping to Dunaway. Dunaway, the only goal scorer on the night, slips back to number 7, Johnson. And Johnson now trying to send near side, taken away by DeMoss. DeMoss now in the Thunder half, trying to work up to Wooldridge in the middle. Wooldridge midfield now, trying to work in the circle. Wooldridge trying to send the ball to Witt. Wooldridge trying to send it, but it's just a bit too much on it. Witt unable to run it down. A good idea, though, by Wooldridge and Witt. And now here are the Titans trying to clear. Shannon, a nice job to win the header. Here's Wooldridge over to Anthony, in the middle. And now Hamilton in the middle circle. Sends back to Karsten. And Tim, let's talk a little bit. Mostly so I can clear myself here.
Get this man some water, somebody, please.
Just a little bit. The Thunder also defensively not on their A game. What do we need to do to pick up the defense on that half of the field?
That's a good question, Tate, and it's kind of the same one that you asked with what's going on with the offense, and it's a combination of things. There are a lot of elements that go into it. Great attacking, like we've been talking about. Number 4, Dunaway, number 8, Ketterling, both offensive dynamite so far for IWU, but it's about especially being on the defensive side of things. Great communication is essential. Amanda Brate's got to lead them, tell her back line when to step up, when to fall back, to stay tight.
A ball to Witt, a shot, a goal!
There it is, Tate. There it is.
DeMoss and Witt connecting, the top 2 goal scorers on the team. DeMoss, a beautiful ball on the near side, about 25 out, extended, and Allie Witt, a great job to slip it right past the keeper, Salmon, and Tim, just like that, a 1-1 tie with 6 minutes remaining. Great job by the Thunder there to come back.
Tate, the Thunder have leveled it, and like you said, fantastic service by DeMoss. As we were just talking about the defense, offensively, they've finally gotten it together. DeMoss playing like she has been all season. Great service into Witt. Witt just slides it past the keeper. Textbook finish by her. Nothing the keeper could have done. Perfect placement into that right-hand netting, and it's all level 1-1, Tate.
And Allie Witt, again, stepping up big in this match. Her, I believe, 13th on the year. And from DeMoss in the 39th minute, a huge goal from the Thunder. Things were not looking so good. And then just like that, Tim, one play can turn around the match. Now 1-1 tied here with about 5:45 remaining until halftime. The Thunder now suddenly a sense of life, both on the sideline and on the field, which is certainly what Felske would have liked to see a bit earlier in the match, but nonetheless, here it is.
Yeah, it's very good. Tate with 5 minutes going into halftime. If they could get one more and go ahead going into the half, that would be the ideal situation. It looks like you said, they have lots of life that's been put back into every part of Wheaton's team right now. Shannon doing very well in the midfield as we speak. But like you said, great job going up and then coming back from that adversity of going down a goal early on at home, Tate.
And Wesley trying to clear as Karsten sends it back to Witt. Witt, top of the 18, 25 out, now sends Wooldridge. Wooldridge on the far sideline, trying to make something happen towards the corner, taken away by Nazca. And now Bill trying to settle for the Titans to Dunaway. Dunaway with it on her half. Now trying to make something happen far side against Wooldridge. Bill trying to send one up to, Dunaway trying to send to Bill, but no one really there. And Kelsey Graham will collect in the 18-yard box of the Thunder. Now about 4.5 minutes remaining until halftime. Again, send you back to the studio and Kyla Phelps for a Thunder Sports Report at halftime, and then we'll be back for the second half of play here from Joe Bean Stadium here in CCIW Conference Tournament play. Wheaton College and Illinois Wesleyan all square 1-1.
And Tate, I think we should say to all those who are listening, and right now you're going to want to stay for halftime, Dan Balo with the Thunder Sports Report always puts on a show for us. They've always got some gems out there in the Billy Graham Center studios waiting to put on the air for you guys, so please stay tuned.
And again, folks, thanks for joining us here on Wheaton College Athletics on 88.1 WETN locally and WETN.org all over the place. Who knows where people are. But thanks for joining us. We hope we're doing a good job. I think we're doing okay, don't what you say? And
I hope so, Tate.
Hope to bring you a Thunder victory here tonight on the pitch of Joe Bean Stadium. Here's Govederica sending up the field towards number 21, Nazovic. Hamilton now trying to settle for the Thunder. Lets it go out of bounds off of the Titans. And Jen Lee will have a throw-in on the near sideline right about midfield for the Thunder. Under 4 minutes now, heading down to 3 minutes in the first half. 1-1 our score on a Witt equalizer in the 39th minute. Here is Jen Lee now trying to send one into the 18-yard box in Witt, but it's sent a little bit too wide, and it goes over the end line. And a goal kick upcoming now for the Titans, and it looks like it'll be number 9, Nazca, taking it for Illinois Wesleyan University. Nazca on the near side of the 18 from left to right sends upward. It's taken away by Shannon and DeMoss. Now to Wooldridge. Wooldridge in the middle of the field, about 35 out, trying to send one in towards DeMoss. DeMoss had an opportunity, and it would have the ref raised his flag. No whistle, would have been called offsides, but Salmon does a nice job to collect for Illinois Wesleyan. And now she'll send one up towards midfield, looking for number 14, Hinchman. Shannon, a nice job to win the header momentarily, but now Bill comes down with it right about the circle on the Thunder half. Lee trying to settle for the Thunder, missed the kick. Now Fox a shot right into the hands of Kelsey Graham.
Could have been disastrous for Jen Lee, Tate. Total whiff at the ball, and number 10 for Illinois Wesleyan, Sydney Fox, I believe it was able to pounce on that, and very nice left-footed shot on goal. Kelsey Graham luckily coming up big to save that one, but almost a costly error for Wheaton in the back line.
Here's Nazca fighting Witt for it on the far sideline now on the Wesleyan half. Hamilton now sends to Wooldridge. Wooldridge trying to center to Gadara, and a foot was on it by a Titan defender for the moment. Witt trying to chase it down inside the 6-yard box, still going after it, and now a nice job to clear to Hinchman by Wesleyan's number 28, Olagus. Hinchman running against Shannon. Now here's Karsten with it, 1.5 minutes remaining in the half. And trying to make something happen is Hamilton in the middle of the field. Shannon trying to run it down against Bill, but Bill able to recover it and trying to send it now to Dunaway in the circle. Dunaway sends back to number 21, Nazovic, and now sending far to Bill. Now trying to slip back into Hinchman, but a nice job by the Thunder to be right there for it. Now here's Govederica, sends back to Nazovic.
I think it's Nezovic.
Whatever. I'm doing my best.
It's a funky spelling.
I'm reading and talking and speaking so many words. Sometimes it's hard to remember which one's which. But nonetheless, here we are. Hinchman now at the top of the 18-yard box, trying to send one to Dunaway. And a nice job by Graham to cover up. 45 seconds now in the first half. 1-1 our score. Witt an equalizer in the 39th minute for the Thunder. Graham sends one towards Hamilton, now midfield near side. Witt with it now, and trying to make a couple of moves in the middle of the field. Decides to send far side to Wooldridge. Wooldridge with it in the middle now, trying to make something happen. Slips past a couple of defenders. Wooldridge trying to get a left foot on it towards the net, and it goes wide right. Probably the last chance for either team here in the first half, 15 seconds and counting. And again, folks, sending you back to the studio, Kyla Phelps, for the
10,
halftime show.
9,
Nazca
8, 7,
taking her time on
6,
the far side of the 6-yard box, now sending it up towards
3,
midfield.
2,
Shannon trying to make something happen at the end of the half, but nothing doing as the horn sounds, and the half is now over. 45 minutes into the match, 1-1 all square after a
College Church is located at the corner of Seminary and Washington Streets. Or you can tune in for a live broadcast of the 9:30 service every Sunday morning on Wheaton College Radio.
As always, we'd like to send our thanks to Dan Balo for that and all the other sports reports that he does. Our score at Joe Bean Stadium is now tied at 1 apiece, and the second half is just about ready to take place, so we'll send it out to Tate Fritz and Tim Jaderholm. Tate?
Thanks, Kylo. Welcome back to Joe Bean Stadium here on the campus of Wheaton College. We're here live for conference tournament action.
Having technical difficulties right now, and we'll have the game on for you as soon as possible. If you are listening for Wheaton Thunder sports action, you're at the right place. Unfortunately, we're experiencing some technical difficulties right now, but we're working on getting the game to you soon here on Wheaton College Radio. This is Wheaton College Radio. Thanks for waiting as we try to fix our technical difficulties. More Wheaton Thunder sports action will come your way shortly here on WETN. Stay tuned for Wheaton Thunder Sports as we work on fixing our technical difficulties. This is Wheaton College Radio.
Folks, welcome back to the pitch of Joe Bean Stadium here on the campus of Wheaton College. We apologize for those technical difficulties. We're both first-year guys here at this job, so sometimes we mess up. But thanks for your patience. We're back here. Nothing's happened much here. Just a few minutes gone by in the second half of action, from the pitch of Joe Bean Stadium here on the campus of Wheaton College. Still a 1-1 tie. Tate Fritz here alongside Tim Jaderholm, my partner, and glad to bring you Wheaton College women's soccer all season long here on 88.1 WETN and WETN.org for those of you nationally and internationally tuning in. Thanks for listening, and hopefully going to bring you a Wheaton College women's soccer victory tonight against Illinois Wesleyan in the conference tournament. And I just wanted to make a note of things here as we get going in the second half. Should we be tied at the end of not just a single overtime and a double overtime, we will have penalty kicks here in the conference tournament. So
that's exciting.
Penalty kicks now in play for conference tournament action. And also just wanted to make a note as well. Tomorrow night, Augustana, the number 1 seed in the tournament, will take on the number 4 seed North Central College in order to determine the matchup Saturday night. Most likely, Augustana will come out on top tomorrow against North Central, Tim, but you just never know. That's, I guess, why you play the games, isn't it?
That is why we play the games, Tate. But like you saw, Augustana, number 1 in the conference, they're going to have a lot of momentum going in to that game, and odds are it's going to be the game is going to be down in Rock Island on Saturday night, Tate. My guess is Wheaton versus Augustana. That should be an interesting one. But Wheaton has plenty on their plate right now, tied up 1-1. They've got to get it done here first before they look on to Saturday night.
And speaking of the action, let's head down to the field now in Wooldridge, trying to send one to the top of the 18-yard box to Gadara. Now the Thunder moving from left to right in the second half of play here on a chilly night at Joe Bean Stadium. Karsten now with it on the near side to Wooldridge. Wooldridge about 25 out extended, trying to send one in towards the middle. Wooldridge now sending one towards Seabolt. Seabolt trying to get ahead on it. And now Gadara trying to settle at the top of the 18. Gadara with it on the far side, now trying to get something going. Ketterling, a nice job for Wesleyan to send it out. And here is Hinchman with it, trying to get something going in the middle of the field to Dunaway. Dunaway with it now, with some room to work with, trying to send one to Bill, but a nice job by Sharkey to cut it off. Alexis Sharkey been playing very well in this match thus far. Here's Ketterling taking it away from Sharkey, now Dunaway. Dunaway in the corner on the far side, trying to send it in. Shelby Anthony, a nice job to get a foot on it. Here's Ketterling now working against DeMoss. DeMoss, a nice job to take it away from Ketterling, and now trying to clear is Hamilton. Hamilton sends to Wooldridge on the near side, and now the Thunder settling, trying to move on to the offensive end. Here's Wooldridge sending it far side to DeMoss. A good ball from Wooldridge. Now DeMoss trying to work against a couple of defenders. Hamilton able to recover it after it was nearly taken away by the Titans. Wooldridge slips to Seabolt now on the edge of the 18 on the near side, but is called off sides by the near side official. Anna Seabolt giving the Titans a free kick on the near side.
Tate, that's a couple of times we've seen offside today. More is, a testament to Illinois Wesleyan being in good defensive positioning. Their back line is able to communicate very, very well with each other that we've seen both in the first half and the beginning parts of this second half, led by number 12 in the back, Mary Kate Schmidt. She's the vocal leader for this team. She's able to move them up, move them back as needed, and has often caught Sarah Gadara and Anna Seabolt offside, Tate.
And 39 minutes approximately remaining in this match. Remaining in the regulation time of this match.
Yes, sir.
1-1 still our score here from Joe Bean Stadium on the campus of Wheaton College. Wheaton trying to advance to the conference tournament final, which will take place on Saturday night. The location still to be determined. Should Augustana win, it'll be at Augustana. Should the Thunder come out on top, it'll obviously be here. Or excuse me, if Augustana were to lose, and the Thunder come out on top, it'll obviously be here at Joe Bean Stadium. Higher seed would get the home field advantage for the conference final, which is an automatic qualifying bid into the tournament, which is always nice to have. Although the Thunder, Tim, have built a pretty good resume over this season thus far, playing some very good competition.
They have, Tate, and like you said, yes, playing some great teams earlier on. Aurora University ranked, Trinity University from Texas also ranked, so they've had their fair share of competition that they will most likely see in that national tournament that Wheaton has an automatic berth for. But
should they win,
it's going to be interesting to see what will unfold. But like we said, we have a lot, on the plate right now, Tate. This game Wheaton has to worry about and come out on top. Like you said earlier, you're laying out the rules for if we were to go beyond 2 minutes or 2 periods of overtime, we would go to penalty kicks. That is exciting for the fans and us up in the studio, up in the booth rather, to look at. But they want to get this done in regulation. Tate.
Certainly
That's
don't want to.
The goal.
Certainly don't want to go into more overtimes. Certainly been
had enough of that this season.
A lot of overtimes.
Yeah.
Seabolt trying to win something in the 18-yard box, and Shannon as well trying to get on the action, but a nice job by Wesleyan to momentarily clear. Sharkey trying to settle for the Thunder on the Titan half, and now slips to Hamilton in the middle. Hamilton trying to send far side to Leah DeMoss. DeMoss trying to run it down in the far corner, but it's just a bit too far from Hamilton, and a goal kick, or excuse me, a throw-in coming on the far side. Didn't get all the way to the end line. And a throw in to Ketterling for the Titans. Shelby Anthony, a nice job to at least disrupt for the moment. Here's number 5, Govaderica on the far side working against Gadara, and a nice job by Sarah Gadara to win on the far sideline and force it out of bounds off the Titans, and a throw in now for Shelby Anthony and the Thunder. Anthony sends it in towards the 18-yard box, extended on the far side, and Guidera trying to slip to Shannon. A nice job by the Titans to at least momentarily disrupt. The ball being fought for in the middle of the field now. Karsten able to come down with it, trying to get it over to Wooldridge. Wooldridge and Nazca fighting for it, and it looked like a handball perhaps called on Nazca of the Titans, and so now a free kick upcoming, about 30 yards out extended for the Thunder, and it looks like Alexis Sharkey will take it. Sharkey about 35 yards out now, on the near side, moving from left to right in the second half. Sharkey sending one in towards the net and didn't get much on it. Siebold trying to run it down against the keeper. The ball is loose in the 18-yard box. Nazca trying to clear, gets it to Dunaway for the moment. But Wooldridge a nice job to come back after Dunaway had a little bit too much of a touch. Sharkey trying to send in towards Siebold. Nice job right there by Schmidt to get a head on it. Here's Hamilton trying to send far side to Leah DeMoss. DeMoss had it and was called offsides.
There it is again, Tate. That defensive line of Illinois Wesleyan, able to they're really good as a unit, Tate, and catching Leah DeMoss offside.
And again, folks, now 35 minutes remaining in regulation time of this first round match in the conference tournament. Illinois Wesleyan and Wheaton all square one apiece on a goal from Illinois Wesleyan's Dunaway in the 20th minute, and then Alleywitt, the equalizer, in the 39th minute of the first half for the Thunder. And now we've been all square since then. And the second half looking pretty even thus far, Tim, on both sides. A couple of opportunities, but really an even second half thus far.
There has been for both teams, Tate. Few shots on goal on both sides. Looking very even these first 15 minutes coming into this second half.
Wooldridge, a nice job to take it away from Nazca on the near side, now trying to move in towards the 18-yard box. Wooldridge with it, tries to slip to Guidera, but unable to connect with Guidera. Now it's sent out of bounds off of Bill and the Titans. And now a throw coming for Alexis Sharkey on the near sideline. Wooldridge trying to make something happen against Nazca in the corner. Wooldridge running down, and Nazca, a nice job to deflect it out of bounds. And it'll be Wheaton's throw. Alexis Sharkey on the near sideline, about 18 extended. Now for the Thunder. A chilly night here at Joe Bean Stadium, folks, but pleased to bring you Wheaton College women's soccer still. We're toughing out the cold here. Tate Fritz, Tim Jaderholm, and the Thunder trying to get onto the final of the conference tournament Saturday night, and a corner just awarded to the Thunder after it went over the end line on the near side off of the Titans. Hamilton will take the corner now for Wheaton. Hamilton near side, left to right now in this half, trying to send one into the box. Hamilton, a good ball, trying to get it to Guidera, had a chance at it, and a nice job by the Titans to clear. Good ball there, Tim, from Hamilton. Just a better job by the Titan defense.
Good service. That's right, Tate.
And now here is Ketterling trying to send it in towards the net. And a good strike from Ketterling that time with the left, about 20 yards out on the near side. But Graham right there for it. And a Ketterling, Tim, playing very well tonight for the Titans.
Yeah, she's had a great game, Tate, and that solo effort just there went to prove for it. And very, very nice shot. A solid hit with the left foot. Gave Kelsey Graham some work. Luckily, she got her body behind it and made a good save. But, number 8, Ketterling is somebody to watch out for, that's for sure. And the first half proved that.
And a ball sent over the line here on the near side, right at midfield. Alexis Sharkey will take the throw for the Thunder and given to Wooldridge on the near sideline. Wooldridge, a nice move, now slips to Hamilton. Hamilton slips back to Wooldridge, now about 20 extended, trying to send it in toward the top of the box. Guidera slips to Hamilton. Hamilton in effort now from the shot. A shot is off the mark, deflected well by the Titans, and now trying to clear Shannon. Shannon ends up with it after the Titans had an opportunity to clear but couldn't do so. A great effort there from Annie Hamilton, and a nice job by the Titans to prevent another goal by the Thunder. And now Shelby Anthony settling on the far side for the Thunder. Tim, another really good effort there by Annie Hamilton. Just a nice job again defensively by the Titans.
Great job by Hamilton, and the save went off. There was a rebound, Tate, in the box. Anna Siebold was running onto it, kind of flicking with her back heel, couldn't get the ball in the back of the net. Very unfortunate, but good offensive signs, Tate.
And now a fight for it on the far sideline. DeMoss and Shannon trying to run it down for the Thunder, but it looks like the Titans had it for a moment, and then it was taken away nicely by Guidera. Guidera trying to get it far near side, to Wooldridge, but it's sent a bit too long. And now Nazca will throw in on the near sideline for the Titans. Nasco with it, sending it towards looked like number 14, Hinchman, and Sharkey had it taken away for a moment, but then it went off Hamilton, and now here's Hinchman again with it, about 25, trying to send to Ketterling. Ketterling a ball towards the middle. A nice job by Karsten to be right there for it, and now clears for the Thunder. Guidera trying to settle at midfield, taken away once again by number 27, Montijo. Montijo about 25 yards out unguarded, sends a shot towards the net, and it's just over the crossbar. And a goal kick now coming for the Thunder as a couple of subs enter into the match. Allie Witt checks in, and number 22, Fontana, for the Titans checking in for the first time in the match tonight. 30 minutes and 45 seconds remaining in regulation time. Our score still 1-1, all square, Thunder and Titans. And Tim, another good effort there by Ketterling in the box, just really couldn't get anything on it.
Ketterling is making things happen in the box, Tate, that's for sure. And Montijo had a very nice shot, too. I was surprised she was left all alone, unmarked, plenty of time, too, on top of the 18. She was able to line up for that shot. It was blocked, or it was wide, over the goal, Tate, luckily for Wheaton, but they can't allow her that kind of time and space.
And now a free kick awarded to the Titans, and it'll be about 40 yards out from the net on the Thunder half, and it looks like Nasco will take it for Illinois Wesleyan. Right in the middle of the field, setting up now 40 yards out. Nasca going to give it a shot here, and looking for something here. The Titans certainly are. About 30 minutes remaining in the match. A good opportunity here to make something happen. Nasca sends one in towards the net. A nice job by the Thunder to get ahead on it. Now Guidera trying to settle on the far side. Guidera on the Thunder half now trying to move up towards midfield, trying to scoot one up to Witt on the far side line. Witt trying to run it down. A good effort there by Allie Witt, but just a bit too much on it from Guidera, and it'll be Titan ball on the far side, sent in towards the middle, and number 28, Oligas. Oligas trying to send into the middle of the field, taken away nicely by Shannon and the Thunder. Now here's Woldridge with it. Woldridge near side on the Titan half, now trying to move into the top of the 18-yard box. Woldridge trying to send something in towards Witt. A good idea, but it's sent out nicely by the Titans. And now a throw-in coming for the Thunder and Alexa Sharkey, on the near sideline. Titans trying to settle with Hitchman at the top, guarded by Karsten nicely. Now here's Sharkey with it, over to Woldridge on the near sideline. Woldridge trying to move in, sends one to Guidera. Guidera about 25 out, sends to Hamilton. Hamilton on the near side, trying to center one to Witt. Witt trying to get ahead on it. Had one for a moment. It's still in the 18-yard box. Shannon had a shot at it. Guidera now a shot at it. And it's right on target, but right into the hands of Salmon. Tim, another good effort there by Wheaton this time.
Good follow-up by Guidera. I was especially pleased to see her right in that right place to get that garbage that was out from the keeper. Salmon, she was in a great position. Unfortunately, she couldn't get enough on it or any height on it, but still good effort by Guidera.
And now a throw coming for Karsten on the near sideline on the Thunder. Half a nice job there by Laura Karsten to win it back for the Thunder. But then a handball called on Annie Woldridge right at midfield on the near sideline. And it'll be a free kick upcoming for Nasca and the Titans. And it looks like a sub getting ready to check into the match. Looks like Dunaway getting set to come back in for Illinois Wesleyan. But first, Nasco will give a free kick from just over onto her half of the field, moving from right to left here on the near side. Nasco sends to Ketterling. Ketterling trying to get ahead towards Bill. Bill trying to send top of the 18-yard box. Now a nice job by the Thunder to at least momentarily clear. Bill gets it back. Now trying to send over to number 22, Fontana. Fontana back to number 6. Botorf, and now back to Fontana, who slips to Bill. Bill now about 25 out, moving into the middle, trying to get it to Hinchman. Hinchman trying to make something happen now, moving towards the far side, defended by Karsten. Hinchman still with it, gets to Bill. Bill now a shot on goal, and it's wide right. And a good effort there by the Titans. And the Tim, it looks like at this point, both teams exchanging blows on the offensive end. A couple of good chances here for both sides this far in this half.
Absolutely, Tate. And we are seeing Bill, the woman we talked about earlier in the game, really getting into it now. Really great turn and a quick shot from her. She's looking to be dangerous in this second half. We didn't see much of her in the first half, but not so in the second.
Here's Brait now on a goal kick, trying to send to Hamilton. Hamilton trying to win it for the Thunder. Woldridge trying to run it down on the near sideline. A nice job to get it. And now here's Alexa Sharkey trying to send one up towards Guidera. but it went off the press box here, right near us, and out of bounds. And it'll be a throw now for Nasca, it looks like, or number 8, excuse me. No, that's number 9. Nasca with it on the throw, and now here's Sharkey with it after she won it back for the Thunder, and it was sent off of a Titan, and it'll be Sharkey's throw now for the Thunder on the near sideline. Here's Woldridge. Woldridge trying to send the ball to Witt. Witt trying to run out before the keeper gets to it, cleared by the Titans nicely, and now trying to settle in the middle of the field. Alexa Sharkey, nice job to take it away on the near side. Sharkey trying to slip far side to DeMoss. DeMoss didn't see it coming, and now here is Goviderica to Donaway. Donaway with it now in the middle of the field, sends to Ketterling. Ketterling a quick touch to Hinchman. Hinchman trying to get a run out, and Graham hesitated for a moment, but then came out and saved it nicely for the Thunder. And the Tim Kelsey Graham has always been very solid tonight thus far.
Yeah, Kelsey Graham did a great job coming off of her line in that last play, Tate. But all credit goes to Ketterling playing a beautiful ball into number 14, their big scorer, Emily Henchman. That looked dangerous as well. And here's the reversal of the roles right here.
Ketterling trying to get something going inside the 6-yard box. A shot, goal! Ketterling puts the Titans up by 1 here with 25 minutes to go in the second half. It looked like Kelsey Graham was a bit confused there, didn't know whether to go out or not. And Ketterling, continuing the great play thus far tonight, puts one in the back of the net, Tim, and just like that, 2-1 Titans with the lead.
Hinchman, great service into Ketterling, who took a solo effort. Her versus Alexa Sharkey on this left near side, Tate. Alexa Sharkey took a fall to the turf, and like you said, it didn't really look like Kelsey Graham knew how to respond to that. Wasn't sure if she should stay on her line, stay with the near post, or come out for that. And absolutely clinical finish from number 8, Ketterling.
The Wesleyan goal, her 4th of the season for number 8.
Now here's Alexa Sharkey trying to respond for the Thunder, and it's taken away once again by number 27, Montijo of the Titans, trying to get something going up to Dunaway, but Braid able to clear it back onto the Titan half. Now Shannon with it in the middle of the field, trying to work, and now sends it back to Karsten. Karsten trying to get something going up to Sarah Gadara. Gadara trying to fight for it on the near side with Woldridge and Shannon. Shannon able to come down with it now and slips to Woldridge. Woldridge about 35 out extended, slips to Gadara. Gadara looking for something and now sends middle to Karsten. Karsten about 30 yards out. Karsten sends far side to Anthony. Anthony moves in now, trying to get something on, and is unable to do so. A nice job there by the Titans to defend once again. And now Hinchman with it, sends it up far side to Dunaway, then slips to Bill right at midfield. Bill with it now, trying to get it into number 6. Batorf, but a nice job by the Thunder to sneak it out, or to get it out, excuse me. And now here is Woldridge fighting for it on the near sideline, and Sharkey as well against Ketterling. Goes out of bounds off of Alexa Sharkey.
Number 7, Emily
and it'll
Johnson.
be a tight throw coming
Jen Lee.
here on the near sideline right about midfield as Jen Lee checks back into the match for Shelby Anthony, who gave some good effort in her minutes tonight thus far. Here's a throw now coming to Hinchman, defended by Shannon, and it goes off of Shannon, and it'll be another throw now for Nasca and the Titans on the near side, about 10 yards from midfield. Nasca sends to Dunaway now against Karsten. Dunaway trying to work and gets it now to number 7, Johnson. Johnson sends to Bill on the far side. Bill working back in towards the middle. Johnson trying to slip back to Goviderica, taken away nicely by Jen Lee. Lee feeds Gadara. Gadara trying to send one near side to Witt and Woldridge, but no one really there for it. Now Shannon trying to work against Hinchman, and a nice job to win it back by Carrie Shannon right at midfield. Shannon, a couple of really nice moves, sends it back to Jen Lee on the far side of the midline. Over to DeMoss now. DeMoss sends back to Shannon. Shannon trying to send far side to Woldridge. Woldridge now in the 18-yard box trying to make something happen. Woldridge trying to cross over, had an opportunity at it, but sent it over the end line, and it'll be a goal kick upcoming for the Titans with 22 minutes remaining in the match here. Tim, good look, decent look there for the Thunder and Woldridge.
Yeah, Woldridge, great job taking that ball in, controlling it very well. Unable to get the shot off, unfortunately, but still good effort and good searching ball by Carrie Shannon, too, out of the midfield.
Alexa Sharkey trying to run it down now on the near side. working against Dunaway, and it's sent off the foot of Dunaway out of bounds right here in front of us in the press box. Alexa Sharkey, a throw from midfield, sends to Witt. Witt now slips to Wooldridge nicely. Wooldridge about 30 yards out in the middle of the field working now, sends to Hamilton. Hamilton trying to make something happen on the near side against a couple of defenders. Tries to slip back to Sharkey, but a nice job by Hinchman to take it away, and here come the Titans. Hinchman at midfield trying to send a ball to Dunaway, but a nice job by Brait to be right there for it. And swings it over far side to Jen Lee. The Thunder, under 22 minutes remaining now in this match, needing to get something going once again in response to a goal by Ketterling and the Titans in the 65th minute. And now trailing 2-1 here in the conference tournament. And Tim, certainly not expecting probably this tight of a match from Illinois Wesleyan tonight.
So, Tate, I think it's a surprise to us all and a surprise to Wheaton, this result as of right now. And Wheaton is put back in the same situation that they were in the first half, down 1 goal, and we know how long it took them to respond. Only with 5 minutes left to go in that first half. We can hope they can do that sooner in the second half.
Wooldridge sends back to Sharkey now on the near sides. Sharkey trying to send the ball back up to Wooldridge, but again the Titans right there in Nasca to defend, and now Nasca trying to clear against Wooldridge. Hinchman now about 20 yards out. Hinchman trying to get it to Dunaway in the middle, but a nice job by Jen Lee to be right there to intercept it back for the Thunder, and sends back to her own half now, and Amanda Brait. Brait sends up to Wooldridge, on the near side. And now Wooldridge trying to send a ball up towards Shannon and Witt, But again, the Titans right there to defend. And the ball sent out of bounds off of the Titans. And now here's Shannon with it after a throw from Wooldridge. Witt on the edge of the 18-yard box on the near side, trying to send one in towards the center. Witt still working. Sends a shot in towards, and a shot, a goal!
Leah DeMoss, Tate, coming up with the equalizer.
Leah DeMoss and Allie Witt again working together and putting one in the back of the net here with 20 minutes to go in the half. And what an impressive effort there by Allie Witt on the near side. Thought she had had it taken away a couple of times, Tim, but Witt stayed after it and fed one perfectly to Leah DeMoss, who put it in the back of the net on the far post. And now a 2-2 tie once again, Tim. A bit of a quicker response this time in this half for the Thunder.
Very good for Wheaton, responding, going down 1 goal. Like you said, Tate, Allie Witt doing a fantastic job staying with that play. That's very, very good instincts from her as a striker, staying with it as long as she possibly can, and it came out being fruitful for them. Played that ball right into the box, and DeMoss right there to stick it in.
And again, folks, Witt to DeMoss in the 70th minute. The equalizer here at Joe Bean Stadium. 2-2 now our score. And Leah DeMoss and Allie Witt have worked together on both goals tonight for the Thunder. Very good showing for both of those players here tonight. Now Bill working right in the middle of the field against the Sharkey sisters. Sydney has just checked into the match. And now here's Hinchman with it against Hamilton in the middle. Hinchman now working near side on the sideline, trying to get something going. Sydney Sharkey does a nice job to take it away. Now here's Witt. Witt mid-line on the near side, trying to slip it to Shannon. Didn't get enough on it. And now here's Alexa Sharkey. Sharkey sends to Shannon. Shannon sends, now slips one over to Jen Lee. Lee on the far side on her own half, trying to get something over to Carrie Shannon, and touched it right back to her nicely. Now Shannon on the Titan half sends to Jen Lee. Lee and Shannon working a little two-man game, now slips to DeMoss. DeMoss trying to handle on the far side, and it goes off of a Titan. And it'll be a throw coming for the Thunder. Now here's Leah DeMoss trying to make something happen in the far corner. DeMoss had it for a moment, then it was tapped out nicely once again by the Titans, and a throw coming on the far sideline about 10 yards extended for Jen Lee. Lee sends to DeMoss now at the edge of the 18-yard box. DeMoss trying to move in towards the middle. DeMoss trying to get a strike on, but a couple of defenders right there. Hinchman comes down with it for the Titans. And now a clear attempt to Dunaway, taken away nicely by Amanda Brait. And now a fight for it, Ketterling and Brait, and a foul called against Amanda Brait. And it'll be a free kick coming about midfield on the far side for the Titans. And Tim, both teams playing very hard in this match. It's been a good one to watch, and hopefully the Thunder continuing to share the ball and to get something going in the 18-yard box.
They're playing well. They've gotten their mojo back, so to speak, offensively with that goal by DeMoss. Now what the task for Wheaton is to go ahead and do what they couldn't do in that first half, which is get that go-ahead goal and go up 1 goal, Tate. That's what it all rests on now.
And now here with about 17.5 remaining in our regulation time of the match, 2-2 our score. Wheaton and Illinois Wesleyan all square. Ketterling will have a throw now on the far side for the Titans. As it went off of, it looked like Jen Lee. And Ketterling will throw about 10 yards extended on the far side, moving from right to left here on the pitch of Joe Bean Stadium. Again, I'm Tate Fritz alongside Tim Jaderholm, my partner and buddy. We've been calling Wheaton college women's soccer all season long, and I continue to do so. I've had a couple weeks off, but hopefully I'm back fresh. Hopefully I'm doing a good job for all of you, bringing you play-by-play, Tim, giving us great color as always. And here trying to bring you Wheaton College women's soccer victory here in conference tournament play. This is a first-round match, hopefully to get to Saturday night's final to secure an automatic qualifying bid into the national tournament. Here's Witt now in the near corner from Sharkey. Witt trying to send one in towards the middle, and it's off of a Titan player.
Thunder,
and it'll be a corner kick upcoming now for the Thunder. And Tim, this could be a big moment in this match. About 16 minutes remaining, and 2-2 tie. Hamilton trying to send one in and put the Thunder up by 1.
Tate, it would be really great if somebody could get on the end of this corner kick. We want to look for Gadara trying to get on the end of this. Would be fantastic if they could get a goal right now.
Hamilton now near corner sends one in towards Gadara. Gadara trying to get ahead on it, but Bill was there first. Sydney Sharkey trying to handle in the 18-yard box near side. A nice job by Hinchman to send it out and force a throw from Hamilton. Annie Hamilton now with it, about 18 extended, sends one in towards Gadara in the box. Gadara with it now, trying to make something happen against a couple defenders. Gadara, it's loose now, and Sydney Sharkey has it. Ketterling then had it for a moment, tried to send one up, and it went off Sydney Sharkey, out of bounds on the near side on a throw coming for the Titans. Here is Nasca now with it, trying to send it up. Alexis Sharkey had a head on it, but it was sent out of bounds off of Alexis Sharkey. Now another throw for Bill and the Titans here at midfield with 15.5 remaining in our match. Alexis Sharkey comes down with it, tried to send one up the field, but Johnson right there to take it away and sent it back to number 6, Botorf, in the middle. Botorf with it, and the circle sends to Bill. Bill about 30 yards out on the Thunder half. Bill tries to slip one far side to Ketterling, but a nice job by Jen Lee to be right there for it once again. Now Gadara trying to work against a couple of Titans. And being run down in the near corner, and Nasca does a nice job to save a corner, but right to Gadara. Gadara 18 extended to Shannon. Shannon about 25, 30 yards out now, sends to Karsten. Karsten at the top of the circle sends one towards Gadara. Gadara lets it go through to Sharkey. Sharkey sends one towards the net, but not necessarily what they were hoping for there. And the ball goes over the end line, and it'll be a goal kick up coming now for the Titans. But Tim, certainly happy to see the Thunder on the attack once again.
A couple good efforts from Wheaton is right, Tate, and that last cross by Alexa Sharkey was not the one that she wanted. I think it's really difficult. This wind is blowing right in that direction towards Wheaton's goal, and that cross was kind of pushed out of bounds across Illinois Wesleyan's goal line. I think mainly due to the wind. It is a factor, like we said.
And now a ball sent on the near sideline towards midfield off of the Titans, and it'll be a throw now for Alexis Sharkey. A nice job by Sydney Sharkey to slip one past number 5, Govaderica. And now Sydney Sharkey working on the end line on the near side, trying to center one, but a nice job by the Titans to clear momentarily, and Botorf there for it. Now here's Bill sending towards Dunaway, but a nice job by Karsten to settle for the Thunder. Now to Brait. Brait right in the middle of the field on the Thunder half, sends one to Lee. 13.5 remaining in our match, 2-2 our score. Equalizer coming in the 70th minute from Leah DeMoss, courtesy of an assist by Allie Witt. DeMoss now on the 18 extended, sends to Shannon. Shannon lets it go through to Karsten. Karsten about 30 yards out, going to take a strike. Karsten sends one towards the net, and it's saved, but DeMoss right on it. Had a chance and a goal! No, and once again, DeMoss called offsides, it appears. Some dispute with the officials. They're going to take a look at it. If it were to go through, it would be a goal that would put the Thunder on top by 1 from DeMoss. And now some talk with the officials on the near side. A great shot by Karsten, Tim, and now some dispute as to whether or not it was indeed a goal. And they're going to say no, it was not. Unsure as to the explanation. But Tim, quite a shot by Karsten, and then another good effort from DeMoss. But no goal there awarded. Now DeMoss 25 yards out trying to send a shot, but it's well right. And it'll be a goal kick up coming now for the Titans. Tim, not quite sure what happened there.
There is so much confusion on the field right now. The stands, all the fans from Wheaton are on their feet, not knowing what is happening right now with that call. I don't know how it was offsides. It was a rebound off the bar. Really, in my mind, there's no way DeMoss, who was running onto that shot, like you said, that great shot, so far out, 23 maybe yards out for Carson. Phenomenal hit. Hit off the crossbar. DeMoss comes in and cleans it up. I don't know how she was called offsides. I don't know when, Tate, but the score remains 2-2 here, much to the dismay of the Wheaton faithful, who are still on their feet, yelling at the referee. They do not know what's going on.
12 minutes remaining in our match now. 2-2 our score. It appeared that it might have been 3-2, but the referees thought otherwise, and no real explanation as to why, but nonetheless, 2-2 our score. All square. Wheaton and Illinois Wesleyan trying to earn a spot in the conference tournament final. Automatic qualification into the national tournament on the line here in the first round. Not tonight, obviously, but to get there, they got to win tonight. Here's DeMoss now trying to send one into the middle. Guerrero with it in the 18-yard box. It's sent back to Shannon. Shannon 20 yards out, sending a strike. It's deflected nicely by the Titans, and now a fight for it at the top of the 18. Both teams trying to have a go at it. Shannon now trying to slip one to Witt and Sharkey. Sharkey centers one. Looking for DeMoss. A shot and a save.
Wow, what a fantastic save from number 1, Zoe Salmon of Illinois Wesleyan. DeMoss was on the doorstep. Almost knocked that one in, Tate. Fantastic service by Sydney Sharkey, number 16. Wheaton is knocking on the door.
Knocking, but no answer yet. Lee now with it on the far side for a throw for the Thunder about 10 yards from midfield to DeMoss, and slip back to Jen Lee. Lee trying to center one up to Witt now. Witt about 20 yards out trying to win it, but just a little bit too much on it, and it's cleared out momentarily to Sharkey. And sent now to Sydney Sharkey on the near sideline, about a 18-yard box extended. Sharkey trying to get down to the end line, but a nice job by the Titans to be right there for it. And here's Bill. Bill trying to clear it out, but Karsten right there for it. Karsten about 25 out, sends back to Sharkey. Alexa Sharkey now trying to send one into Allie Witt, but the Titans right there for it. Now here's Hamilton trying to come down with it. Hamilton sends near side to Sydney Sharkey. Sharkey trying to center one to Witt. Witt trying to get a foot on it, couldn't do so. Here's Hamilton now fighting for it. Excuse me, Hamilton had an opportunity at it, but again, a nice job by Schmidt to clear for the Titans. And now here's Jen Lee, slips to Leah DeMoss. The Thunder on the offensive attack here in the last couple of minutes. DeMoss in the 18-yard box now goes on top, trying to send one into Guerrera. Guerrera was defended well by Schmidt, but it's sent over the end line, and now a corner kick up coming for the Thunder. And now with 9:45 remaining in the match, Tim, this could be the play of the match here.
This could be a decisive play, is right, Tate. This corner could really be it. If Guerrero, like we said, she is the target woman. If she can get on this ball, put a head to it on frame, that would be great. Not what happened.
Hey, everyone, I say number 21.
She's disappointed about that.
And number 27, Ashley Montijo.
And it looked like Guerrero had a good effort at it there, but sent it straight up and over the crossbar. And now a couple of subs coming in for Wesleyan, now with 9 minutes remaining and counting. And the Thunder looking to put one in before an overtime period would be necessary. And number 28, Olagus, sent one towards the middle of the field, but the Thunder were able to come down with it eventually, and now it's sent sent by Johnson over the line on the near side, and a throw coming for Sydney Sharkey back to her sister Alexa Sharkey, now working about 15 yards from midfield over to Karsten.
Great job by Sharkey to stay with that one, Tate.
Karsten over to Jen Lee now. Lee trying to move in about 35 yards out. Slips one to Hamilton. Hamilton touches back to Jen Lee. Lee sends a nice ball across the field to Alexa Sharkey, who's now moving in towards the 18-yard box, sends to Sydney Sharkey. Sydney trying to move in towards the end line, trying to center one up. Sydney Sharkey gets one to Witt. Witt a shot! Had a good opportunity at it, but wide right.
So close to full volley effort by Allie Witt, Tate. Phenomenal little piece of skill there, just over the crossbar. Positive signs, though. They're, like I said, Tate, they are on the doorstep of Illinois Wesleyan.
Hoping to open the door themselves. And now here's Oligas trying to send one near side towards Bill, but a nice job by Sydney Sharkey to defender. And then Hamilton and Alexa Sharkey trying to settle on the near side right at midfield. Shannon and Johnson now chasing, and it's won by Shannon over to Jen Lee. And Tim, here in the last several minutes, it's looked like the Thunder have really taken over control of this match.
Definitely. Possession midfield and shots on goal. All the numbers are for Wheaton right now, Tate.
And Alexa Sharkey, a nice idea to try to slip one into the corner on the near side to Sarah Gadara, but Gadara missed it. And a good opportunity not taken advantage of there. And it'll be a goal kick coming for Oligas. And the Titans now 7 minutes remaining in our match here from Joe Bean Stadium. I'm Tate Fritz alongside Tim Jaderholm. We're all square 2-2. Looked like the Thunder had a go-ahead goal by Leah DeMoss, but an unknown referee call took it away. And now it's still 2-2 our score here as we approach the 5-minute mark here in regulation. Ball sent out of bounds by Govederica on the near sideline by the Titans. And now Alexa Sharkey trying to send a throw to Allie Witt on the near side. Witt trying to chase it down on the end line against Govederica. Witt trying to still give chase, and now it goes over the end. And it'll be a goal kick coming for Oligas and the Titans here on the near side of the box. And again, 2-2 still our score, but the Thunder, Tim, looking very dangerous here in the last several minutes.
They are, Tate. They are in control. The latter part of this second half, they definitely have been. And they've had plenty of shots on goal. It's about getting one of those in.
Now here's a fight for it on the near side. Bill with it against Sydney Sharkey, trying to send one middle. And now here it is number 21, Nezevich, excuse me. And Alexis Sharkey now with it on the near side, taken away by Hinchman out the edge of the 18-yard box, near side moving right to left. And a nice job by Shannon to take it back for the Thunder. Looked like Hinchman would have had a near opportunity there.
Absolutely.
And now Sydney Sharkey trying to run it down on the near side, still with it. And a nice job by Sydney Sharkey to save it in bounds. Now trying to move towards the end line. Sharkey on the end line near side, centers one towards Gadara. Gadara had a head on it, but sent it over the end line. Wide right, excuse me. And now a goal kick coming for Oligas and the Titans. But Tim, again, another nice play by Sydney Sharkey, getting down into the corner and centering one towards Gadara. Here is Oligas now with the kick. Looked like the wind moved it a bit, and Sydney Sharkey wasn't ready for it. And it goes out of bounds, and a throw coming for the Titans. Here's Bill with it, trying to settle Johnson, and now it's sent to Nezevich, right in the middle of the field to Dunaway. Dunaway touches to Hinchman now on the Thunder half. Hinchman then lets it go to Nezevich on the far side against DeMoss. DeMoss, a nice job to take it right back for the Thunder. Now Jen Lee with it on the Thunder half. And now Witt with it, crossing into the offensive zone for the Thunder. Leah DeMoss and Sarah Gadara trying to run down the ball from Witt, and it's momentarily cleared away by the Titans. And now here's DeMoss with it again. DeMoss trying to move into the middle, about 35 yards out. Leah DeMoss a couple of touches, now sends it near side to Sydney Sharkey. Sharkey about 18 extended. Sharkey sends one in towards the middle, looking for Gadara ahead. Had an opportunity at it, and a nice job defensively by the Titans to hold. Now 4 minutes remaining in the match, and the cold and wind certainly picking up here in the last couple of minutes. It's a chilly one here at Joe Bean Stadium, and the Thunder trying to end this, Tim, before overtime is needed.
Tate, you're absolutely right, and they can't let the elements get the best of them, especially at this critical stage of the game. It is crunch time for Wheaton. They got to get one in. The momentum is in their favor, Tate. They've got to capitalize on these last 3 minutes.
Here's Sydney Sharkey once again now. She's been very active on the near side, moving in towards the middle against 3 defenders. Sharkey trying to move in towards Gadara, but again, Schmidt right there to defend for Wesleyan. Here's Sydney Sharkey, slips to Carrie Shannon. Shannon now trying to send one into the corner, and Sharkey, but a nice job by Govaderica to be right there for it. Now Alexis Sharkey takes away the clear.
Snap by Sharkey.
And now settles to Jen Lee. Lee with it far side, now trying to move middle. Lee trying to center one in towards the net, but it goes right to Salmon, the keeper. 3 minutes remaining now, 2-2 still our score here from Joe Bean Stadium. The Wheaton College women's soccer team trying to advance to Saturday night's final in the conference tournament and earn an automatic qualifying bid into the national tournament. Here's Shannon now, trying to chase down. Eventually Jen Lee settles at midfield, trying to slip one up to Allie Witt, but it's taken away by number 21, Nezovic. And now here's Bill with it after a touch from Hinchman. Bill trying to slip it back to Hinchman, but a nice job by Alexis Sharkey to clear. Now here's a run-out opportunity for Gadara and Witt, but it's stopped nicely by the Titans. And now here's Alexis Sharkey with it. Sharkey slips to Sydney Sharkey, who keeps it in bounds. And now here's Hamilton. Hamilton on the Titan half, trying to send one to Sharkey's corner, but it goes over the end line. And a throw coming for the Titans. Now 2 minutes remaining in regulation time. And the ball, the throw-in goes out of bounds off the Titans. And the Thunder will now have a throw coming as Woldridge enters back into the match for Sydney Sharkey, who played very nicely tonight in her minutes. Here is Alexis Sharkey now holding. Under 2 minutes remaining here in the match. Here is Sharkey and Karsten trying to work for it on the near side about midfield. Karsten slips to Shannon. Shannon trying to touch back to Karsten, but a nice job by Johnson to be right there for the Titans. And Shannon forced to clear back to Amanda Brait. Here's Alexis Sharkey with it now on the near side, right about midfield, trying to send to Witt. Witt, a nice job to get it to Gadara, and now here's Witt again with it. Witt about 30 yards out, sends to Woldridge. Woldridge now near side. Woldridge moving into the middle, trying to center one up for Hamilton. Now here's DeMoss trying to get it. A shot and a great save by Salmon.
Fantastic save by Salmon, holding on to that one. Tate DeMoss was right there. She was on the doorstep, about to knock that one in. Couldn't get it. Great goalkeeping by Salmon.
1 minute remaining in regulation. 1 minute.
Now a minute remaining in regulation. 2-2 still our score. Possibly headed to an overtime session once again here at Joe Bean Stadium. But the Thunder trying to make a couple of last minute skirmishes for it. Here's Gutera, sends to Sharkey near side. Alexis Sharkey trying to chase it down on the near sideline, now does. Sharkey getting in towards the middle of the field, about 25 yards out. Alexis Sharkey trying to make something happen right at the top of the 18-yard box. Sends one towards the net.
Wow.
And another save by Salmon. 25 seconds remaining in this session of the match in regulation. Salmon sends one towards Woldridge, and Woldridge unable to head it towards the offensive end, and it'll go out of bounds. And Wesleyan now making one last effort at it with 10 seconds remaining. Dunaway sends to Hinchman, and now here's Bill with it. Bill sending towards the middle. Gently settles, and we will go to an overtime session here on the pitch of Joe Bean Stadium. Our score here, folks, is 1-1 or 2-2. Excuse me.
Them on the stat sheet, and earlier when we were talking about this game before it even started, their two surprises for Illinois Wesleyan, still great players in their own right. They've had a lot of shots on goal in the first regulation, both first and second half, Tate. I want to say in terms of overtime, we've done this quite a few times this season, Tate. The first one was Trinity University in Texas, which is a game that both of us called, and that ended in a tie going all the way into second overtime. The only time that Wheaton has come out of overtime without a tie was against Concordia Moorhead on October 8th, and we won that 4-3, thankfully. That's the kind of, what we want to do, obviously, for this game, Tate. You want to get it done with. You don't want to push it into multiple overtimes, and you definitely don't want to go to penalties.
And now here, the Thunder won the toss, and they elected to take it first here in overtime. And now here's Leah DeMoss on the near sideline right at midfield, now moving in towards the middle on the Titan half. Shannon sends one far side to Woldridge. Tried to get it to her, but it was taken away by the Titans. And now the ball up for grabs. Alexa Sharkey, a nice job to settle for the moment to Shannon. Shannon sends far side to Woldridge. And now Anna Woldridge on the sideline moves in towards the middle. Still with it a couple of touches, and it's taken away by Hinchman. Hinchman with it on the far side, now crossing into the Thunder half. And it's sent out of bounds off the foot of Alexa Sharkey, and a throw-in upcoming now for Ketterling. And the Titans on the far sideline here. About a minute into the overtime session, 2-2 our score. And Ketterling now a throw once again on the far side. Hinchman with it now, working against Alexa Sharkey. Hinchman trying to do something against a couple of defenders, and it's defended well, but off of the Thunder. And so now a throw coming for Ketterling, trying to get something to Hinchman on the edge of the 18 far side, sent out of bounds by Alexa Sharkey. Ketterling, another throw up coming now, about 18-yard box extended far side, moving from left to right. A nice job by Alexa Sharkey to win it for the Thunder. And now here's Gadara in the middle. Gadara slips to Woldridge. Woldridge now trying to move into the middle of the field. And Woldridge still with it a couple of touches, now slips to Shannon. Shannon with it in the middle, sends it near side to DeMoss, about 30 yards extended. DeMoss now moving into the middle. DeMoss trying to make a couple of moves now at the top of the 18-yard box. DeMoss had an opportunity at it. A nice job by the Titans to cover up momentarily. Now here's Jen Lee. Lee near side. On the sideline, now sends DeMoss. DeMoss to the top of the 18-yard box to Gadara. A nice touch effort, but a better job by the Titans to defend there, Tim.
So close by Gadara. Good job of her seeing DeMoss running beyond, which she got the pass received from DeMoss, and DeMoss kept running. She saw that run going, almost slid it through to DeMoss. That could have been a goal.
Here's Bill now trying to send a Hinchman on the near side, trying to get to the top of the 18-yard box. Here is Brait trying to settle,
costly
but
mistake.
Unfortunately it goes over the end line. A corner kick up coming for the Titans. Now 7.5 minutes remaining in the first overtime session here, as it's gotten a little bit chillier here in the last couple of minutes.
Getting cooler and cooler here.
Well, hopefully the Thunder can defend this corner and get out unscathed here in the first overtime. Ketterling will take it left to right, near side corner.
Tate defense really needs to mark up here.
Ketterling with it, still trying to figure out what she's going to do in the corner. Ketterling ready to send it in now, sends it in towards the middle, gets it to one of her teammates, then sent back to Ketterling. Ketterling centers, trying to get it to a couple of Titans, and now it's sent in by Godeverica, or whatever her name is. Sorry, just messed that up. Cleared nicely by Amanda Brait for the moment. Now here's number 13, Partipolo, trying to set it into the middle. Hamilton able to come down with it. Chen Lee near sideline, slips to DeMoss. DeMoss trying to move it past the midline, and now gives to Karsten. Karsten in the middle circle, sends far side to Alexa Sharkey. Sharkey with it now, far sideline, about 35 yards out. Sharkey moves into the middle. Sharkey trying to make something happen, slips to Shannon, who touches back to Woldridge on the far side near the corner. Woldridge moves up to the 18 extended now, a couple of nice moves, centers one in towards Witt, and a chance at it. A good opportunity for DeMoss and Witt, but it goes out of bounds. And it'll be a throw now for the Thunder, and Hamilton about the 18 extended. That's a good opportunity there for the Thunder.
Very good service in by Woldridge. Somebody needs to get on the end of it, though.
Hamilton will have the throw now after a Titan player was shaken up on the play. And looks like she's fine. And play continues now with Hamilton to Witt. Witt trying to move down towards the end line now in the near corner. Witt still with it, a couple of touches, and forces a corner now for the Thunder after it went off the Titan defender. And now Hamilton will have an opportunity for the Thunder to center one in and put it in the back of the net with DeMoss. Hamilton near corner, right to left, sends DeMoss. Now Hamilton going to center, sends to Witt. Witt had an opportunity at it. Now the ball's up for grabs in the box, and it's cleared by Schmidt momentarily. But Sharkey does a nice job to take it back, and now here's Brait. Brait right at the middle of the field, now trying to send to Hamilton. Hamilton still trying to get it, and now has it. Hamilton sending a shot towards the net, and it's wide left. A good opportunity there for Hamilton, Tim.
Good shot by Hamilton. She gets fouled, she gets sent to the turf, she gets right back up and takes that quick shot, Tate. I really like it.
And number 28, Oligaris, now a goal kick, for the Titans on the near side of the 6-yard box, trying to send it up. DeMoss takes it away rather easily, and now moving into the top of the 18 on the near side. DeMoss sending one far side, looking for Wooldridge, and Wooldridge able to settle now about 30 yards out. Moving 25 now, Wooldridge. In the middle of the field, trying to send one to Leah DeMoss, who tips it back to Jen Lee. Lee about 30 yards out, trying to send a ball in towards Gadara. Witt had an opportunity to head her, but it's wide right. And now with 4 minutes remaining in overtime, still 2-2. Oligaris another goal kick now on the far side. But Tim, a couple of good opportunities again for the Thunder.
Tate, the Thunders, they're carrying that momentum from the second half of regulation, Tate, into this overtime period. They just got to put it in the back of the net. They've had plenty of chances.
Hamilton working now in the middle of the field, trying to get it to Witt, but a nice job by the Titans to at least temporarily hold. Here's Wooldridge now with it. Wooldridge about 30 yards out, going to take one towards Gadara. DeMoss trying to run it down on the near side. DeMoss, a nice job to save it in on the edge of the 18 near side. DeMoss trying to center one towards Gadara, and a nice job by Schmidt to get ahead on it. Excuse me. Here is Jen Lee now trying to run it down near side, about 30 out, slips to Karsten. Karsten now at the edge of the circle, sends over to Amanda Brait on the far side. Brait trying to send to Wooldridge, but no one there to receive it. And now here comes Henchman and the Titans. Henchman, middle of the field, a free run out now, sends a nice one to Dunaway. Dunaway in the 18-yard box sends a shot towards the net, but a nice job by Alexis Sharkey to be right there. 3 minutes remaining now in the overtime session, and Tim, the really first good effort there for the Titans.
It was a good build-up for the Titans. Great job by Alexis Sharkey. She almost got caught watching, but she was able to get back and get defensive and able to clear that ball away. Great job.
Here's Henchman now with it, trying to send one down to Ketterling in the near corner, moving from left to right. Ketterling now on the end line, trying to center one into the middle. Karsten right there for it. Now the ball's loose. Bill had an opportunity at it, but sent it right over the top of the net. And it'll be a goal kick upcoming for Amanda Brait. And the Thunder now 2.5 minutes or so remaining in the match, or here in the first overtime session, and the Thunder trying to put something together here and end this game in first overtime. And again, folks, just a reminder, should we go past the second overtime, penalty kicks will now become necessary to decide a winner of the match. And now that we're in conference tournament play, that is a new rule that you probably should know here as we head towards the final moments of the first overtime. DeMoss now trying to make something happen on the attack on the near side, moving middle. DeMoss trying to send one far side to Wooldridge, but it's intercepted by the Titans. And now here's Hinchman trying to secure it. And Karsten able to come up with it eventually, trying to send to DeMoss now near side. And a little bit too much on it. And it goes over the end line. And now a throw coming for the Titans. Ketterling trying to get it down against Leah DeMoss and Jen Lee. And it's still in play. DeMoss, a nice job to get it back for the Thunder temporarily. And now Hinchman with it right at midfield near side. Hinchman a couple of touches now against Karsten, looking for Ketterling. Hinchman still with it now, moving to the near sideline. Hinchman working against Karsten, still with it now, trying to slip into the middle. A nice job by Shannon to take it away and send to Wooldridge far side. Now a minute remaining in the first overtime session.
1 minute remaining in the first overtime. 1 minute.
Wooldridge slips a nice ball to Witt. Witt an opportunity now in the 18-yard box. Witt puts a shot on goal and a goal! Allie Witt sends in the game winner with a minute to go in overtime. A great ball from Annie Wooldridge. Tim, Allie Witt slipped very nicely, and a great shot inside the 18-yard box, far side to the near post for Allie Witt, and that's the game for the Thunder.
Tate, you could not get more clutch than this. A minute to go. Allie Witt does what she needs to do as a striker on this team, proven herself time and time again this season, does it exactly how she knows she needs to do it, puts the ball in the back of the net from a beautiful ball from Wooldridge, sent in. The game is over. Wheaton College wins it in the first overtime. Very, very good signs for head coach Felski. It's exactly what they needed to do. Come out hard in this first overtime, get the game done with, Tate, and move on.
And a very tough loss for Illinois Wesleyan, probably their last game of the season. And you hate to see either team lose after such a good effort on both sides, Tim. But Wheaton able to squeeze it out there at the very end. And Allie Witt, certainly 2 goals and an assist tonight. A huge effort for the freshman Allie Witt.
Allie Witt. I'll talk about this game as a highlight to a fantastic season, Tate. She has been such a great player up top, coming in when Wheaton really needs her. Fantastic player. You couldn't have asked more from your striker if you're head coach Pete Felski, Tate. It was a great game, but like you said, well fought on both sides. Illinois Wesleyan looked dejected right now, but they had a very, very well played game. Wheaton, they did come out on top. They are the better team, in my opinion, and they deserve it. Illinois Wesleyan, they're very, very excited getting that first goal in and getting that second, too. They were just happy to be in it. For both of those goals, they were kind of celebrating like they won, the Women's World Cup or something, and the game wasn't even over. I'm glad Wheaton came out on top and kind of proving to Illinois Wesleyan you can never celebrate too early.
And again, Allie Witt puts it in the back of the net. With about a minute remaining in the first overtime to give the Thunder a 3-2 victory here tonight on the pitch of Joe Bean Stadium. And they will advance to Saturday night's final here in conference tournament play, hoping to secure an automatic qualification into the national tournament. And we're about to be joined by Coach Pete Felski to talk just a little bit about the match. A big win for the ladies of the Thunder. And Coach, thanks again for hopping on with us. A big goal there by Allie Witt there at the end, Coach.
Yeah, she's finding a way to score goals. In between regular time and overtime there, I just told her, you got to find a way, Allie. Just find a way. It doesn't have to be pretty, although it was pretty.
Yeah, it was.
But she found a way. She's making the most of her minutes, scoring a lot of goals, so that's nice.
Talk a little bit about the game as a whole, Coach. It started off a little rocky there in the first half, but it seemed to be coming together nicely there in the second half.
Yeah, there seems to be a common theme among all the games we're playing in conference. They're playing us very much the same team for team, looking to counter, and they're doing it effectively. We're having making a lot of mistakes in the back, and we just have to figure it out. We've got a little bit of time here before the game on Saturday to do a little bit of watching some film, make some changes, but we've got to figure something out back there.
And Coach, talk about Saturday night, looking for an automatic qualification into the tournament. Probably going to play Augustana, the number 1 seed. Lost to them this past week. What do you need to do to get back on top of Augustana Saturday night?
Much the same that we did tonight. They're going to play us fairly similarly to the way that Dave and his squad did tonight. 2 real nice players on their team we'll have to watch out for. Farrell up front, the freshman, and Taylor Mosley, number 8 in the midfield. Real nice players. Should be a great game just to come out and watch a great game of soccer, the CCIW. Looking forward to it. It should be a fun night.
And one last thing before we let you go, Coach, looking ahead to the national tournament, give us a couple things that you think we need to work on in order to get to a place where we're ready to compete at that level.
Yeah, that's a great question. Well, too, fairly simple. We've got to stop giving up fairly easy goals, counterattack goals, and we have to make the most of our opportunities up front. We're creating a lot of opportunities. We're not as dangerous as I'd like to be, and we need to work on that if we plan to make a run here in the playoffs.
Coach, thanks again. Congratulations on the victory over Illinois Wesleyan, and we'll see you Saturday night. Again, folks, the final here from Joe Bean Stadium, 3-2 Wheaton College on top over Illinois Wesleyan. A very exciting goal there by Allie Witt to finish it off for the Thunder, Tim. And as you're back on the set here, as we get set it back to the studio one last time.